I never imagined that dinner, once a time for quiet reflection and comfort, would become the battleground of my relationship. Every night, just as my fork hovered above the plate, Sarah's voice would cut through the silence with yet another complaint. I've been living with my girlfriend Sarah for a little over a year in my house, and I've grown used to the rhythm of our life together. Sarah often vents her frustrations about other people in her life, her mother, her former co-workers, but lately, more and more of her complaints have been directed at me. Whether it's small household issues or our daily interactions, Sarah always seems to have something negative to say, and those criticisms have only become more frequent. I didn't mind listening, at least at first. Most of the time, I could sit quietly and let her vent, occasionally nodding or adding a few words to show I was paying attention. But a few months ago, the constant complaining started to get overwhelming, especially during dinner. Breakfast wasn't a problem since Sarah was usually still asleep, and lunch wasn't an issue either because I work 6 days a week and am not home. But what I've really been craving is a peaceful dinner. The most frustrating part is that Sarah just can't seem to hold back her complaints when we're eating. It doesn't matter if I'm chewing or swallowing. She'll interrupt, impatiently asking, "Hello? Are you listening?" The tension makes it unbearable to enjoy my meal. I've tried calmly to explain that I'm not comfortable with talking during dinner, especially when it's a steady stream of negative comments. But instead of improving things, that conversation made everything worse. Now it feels like Sarah deliberately times her complaints to start the moment I pick up my fork. Last Saturday, I hit my breaking point. I told Sarah that if she complained during dinner again, I'd start eating somewhere else. She shrugged and said, "Yeah, fine." But that night, as soon as I took my first bite, she hit me with, "Oh, by the way, today you kicked one of my shoes when you put yours on. It made me feel like you only care about your own things." That was it for me. I got up, took my dinner down to the basement, and locked the door behind me. Since that night, I've been eating in the basement every evening. Sarah sometimes bangs on the door demanding to talk, and other times she asks for the key since I have the only one. Today, she was literally crying, begging me to come back to the table for dinner, but I still said no. Now she's threatening to take the door off its hinges while I'm at work, so I know I'll have to lock it from the outside before I leave tomorrow. Sitting here in the basement, I can't help but wonder, am I the one in the wrong here?